Welcome to the NC Spin After Spin. Additional comments from our panelists just available on our website. I want to ask each of you, what do you wish you'd have said on last week's show, but you didn't? Chris, start with you.
Well, you mentioned the expiration of the solar renewable energy tax credit. It's fascinating that there was such an outcry about that being corporate welfare, and in the budget there's $500,000 for the shale gas industry. The state's going to be for exploration to help businesses and oil and gas companies figure out where to drill. And I haven't heard nearly the outrage, so we're trading a solar tax credit, which admittedly is much larger, but if you're against corporate welfare for the alleged corporate welfare for the solar industry, you're going to give $500,000 to the fracking industry, which seems to me a little bit hypocritical.
Brad, what do you wish you'd have said on last week's show?
Well, Tom, we were talking in the last segment about video gaming in the state of North Carolina, and FanDuel and DraftKings and the constant barrage of advertising. And under the law in 2010, they defined video gaming as an opportunity that is delivered via the internet on an electronic device that is also a game of skill as much as a game of chance. And you go to these websites and look at them, and I mean, they clearly look like a video gaming opportunity. You can play for free if you want to, but there's also a paid component. It is almost tantamount to a legal gambling that's sanctioned by the NFL and by the NCAA. And in North Carolina, you know, I'm not an attorney and don't play one on TV, but it does raise real serious questions about the definition of our law. You drove out the video sweepstakes industry on the provision in 2010. You go back and you look at that law, and you got to scratch your head and say, are these guys running illegal video gaming in the state of North Carolina? And
I was sort of surprised nobody's challenged any of our television stations on this, because they are advertising it over the public airway.
Absolutely. And I think that there are a number of people. I've talked to law enforcement people all over the state, and some of the people who were vehemently opposed to the video sweepstakes industry in the state, and they are very upset.
And for good reason. Phil, what do you wish you'd have said on last week's show?
In discussing the education budget, I pointed out about the reading program. I also noticed in the budget there's been a lot of discussion about not enough money for supplies, and for textbooks there's $65 million new dollars for textbooks and instructional supplies. That's not a lot statewide, but like we said on some other things, it's better than zero, which is what they've been getting for new money.
All right. John, what do you wish you'd have said on last week's show?
Tom, we discussed a little bit about the revenue package that was included in the state budget and sales tax in particular, but didn't really get at the long controversial matter of redistributing sales tax revenues collected locally to certain counties. I think it will become increasingly unpopular in Wake and Mecklenburg and some other counties when they discover that if they go and get their car repaired or get an appliance delivered or something like that, and they now pay sales tax on it, all of that money will go to another county. That is the way the budget system, that's the way they ended up shoehorning that distribution system. They didn't take money away from Wake County, the government. Instead, they raised the sales tax and captured all of that extra money in
so
place
the new
like
money
Wake,
is going to other counties.
And then they add some state collection too. So it's local plus a little bit of the state that goes into this pot that gets redistributed to other counties. Now you can argue the pros and cons of it. I'm just observing that if you're in one of the counties that is a sort of involuntary donor county, this will probably not make you feel good when you're at the tire store.
I'm sure of that. Well, thanks for watching the After Spin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.